run! Like I said, the long boat, but we're almost there. Chapter 22, What He Wants. The Titans prepare to confront Arceus. Raven reveals the terrifying truth about his connection to her and why he chooses her above all others. The command room felt colder than before, not physically, but in the way the room feels when everyone inside is holding their breath. Raven stood at the center of the room, cloak wrapped tightly around her, Beast Boy at her side. The screen still displayed Arceus' face, pale, sharp, eyes glowing with corrupted power. Robin broke the silence first. If Arceus linked himself to your soul, we need to understand how and why. Raven didn't look at him. She didn't look at anyone. Her gaze stayed locked on the screen. He didn't choose me randomly, she said quietly. He's been watching me since Azeroth. Sapphire floated closer, voice soft. Friend Raven, what does he want from you? Raven swallowed hard, everything. Sapphire frowned. Meaning? Raven finally turned to face them, and the fear in her eyes made the room go still. He wants my emotions. Beast Boy blinked. Your emotions? Raven nodded. Arceus believed emotions were the purest form of power. He thought suppressing them was a waste. He wanted to harness them, to weaponize them. Robin crossed his arms. And you were the strongest empath in Azeroth? Oh, sorry. Raven's voice cracked. I was the only one who couldn't control it. Beast Boy stepped closer. Ray. She shook her head. He saw potential in me, not as a student, as a vessel. Styler's eyes widened. A vessel for what? Raven hesitated, then whispered the word she'd been avoiding. Ascending. Robin stiffened. You mean, yes, Raven said. He wants to merge with me, to use my emotions to amplify his power, to become something beyond physical form. Sapphire's hands flew to her mouth. This is most horrifying. Raven nodded. He tried to do it alone years ago. The ritual consumed him, but now he thinks he can finish it through me. Beast Boy's jaw clenched. Over my dead body, Raven looked at him, really looked, and her expression softened for a moment, then the lights flickered. A low hum filled the room. Sapphire spun back to the console. We got a second surge incoming. Raven gasped, grabbing her head. He's reaching for me again. Beast Boy caught her as she steadied. Ray, stay with me. Her eyes flickered. Violet, red, violet again. Robin stepped forward. What's he trying to do? Raven's voice trembled. He's trying to pull me to him. He wants me to come willingly. Sapphire floated closer. Why would he need your consent? Raven swallowed. Because the ritual requires it. He can't take my soul unless I open the door. Sapphire frowned, but you didn't open anything. Raven's breath hitched. I did, in the mindscape. When I tried to trap him, Beast Boy froze. Ray, you didn't. I didn't mean to, she whispered, but I opened the door inside myself, and now he's using it. The psychic surge amplified. Raven cried out, collapsing to her knees. Beast Boy dropped beside her, pulling her into his arms. Ray, look at me. Her eyes not blinking, glowing bright red. Darkfish whispered, he's calling you. Robin shouted, Cyber, shut it down. I'm trying, Cyber yelled, but he's overriding everything. The power lights went out. The screens went black, and Arceus' voice filled the room. Raven, come to me. Raven screamed a sound of pure agony, and the red glow around her intensified. Beast Boy held her tighter, refusing to let go. Ray, fight him. Her voice broke. I can't. He's inside. He's pulling. Beast Boy pressed his forehead to push. You're not going anywhere. The red glow flickered. For a moment she was Raven again. Then Arceus whispered, you open the door and I'll finish it. Raven's body jerked violently. Beast Boy wrapped both arms around her, grounding her with everything he had. Ray, stay with me. Her eyes flickered, violent fighting red. I'm trying, she whispered, but he's stronger. No, Beast Boy said fiercely, you're stronger. The glow dimmed, breathing steady, and for the first time, Raven whispered the truth she'd been hiding. Garfield, if he completes the ritual, I won't survive. Beast Boy's heart stopped. Robin froze, Starfire gasped, Cyber cursed under his breath. Raven looked up at Beast Boy, tears in her eyes. He wants to erase me. Beast Boy pulled her into his arms, voice shaking with fear and fear. Then we're going to stop him. Raven closed her eyes, leaning into me. Somewhere deep inside her mind, Arceus whispered Hannah. Soon. Chapter 23. Preparing for war. The Titans braced for the inevitable confrontation with Arceus. Raven fears what's coming, and Beast Boy refuses to let her face it alone. The tower felt different, not broken, not died, just bracing. like the air itself knew something was coming. Raven stood in the center of the training room, oak brushing the floor, hands crossed tightly in front of her. She wasn't meditating, she wasn't practicing, she was simply trying to breathe. Beastboy watched her from the doorway. He didn't say anything at first. He just watched the way her shoulders rose and fell too quickly, the way her fingers trembled, the way her eyes kept drifting to the floor as she was afraid to look up. He stepped inside. Ray, she didn't turn. You should be resting. So should you. I know. She said shakily. I can't. He moved closer because of him. Maybe not much. He's quiet right now. Too quiet. He's profound. It's not comforting. It's not meant to be. Before he could respond, the door stood open and Robin entered, followed by Cyborg and Starfire. Their expressions were getting focused. Robin crossed his arms. We need to talk strategy. Raven stiffened. Beastboy stepped closer to her, instinctively protected. Sorry. Cyberboy hologram their city. Red energy spikes pulsed across the map like infected wounds. Arcus has been planting cyclic anchors all over Jump City. He's building a network. Cypher floated forward, the web teaming snare friend Raven. Raven swallowed, a ritual circle. He's preparing for the merge. Robin nodded, exactly, and was going to stop him. Raven's voice was barely audible. You don't understand. He's not just using my mind, he's using my soul. If he completes the ritual, Beastboy cut in. He won't. She looked at him, eyes full of fear and something deeper. Robin continued. We identified 3 major anchor points. If we destroy them, we weaken his hold. Cyber nodded, but they're protected by psychic barriers. Only Raven can break them. Raven's breath hits. He'll sense me the moment I get close. Sapphire floated beside her, placing a gentle hand on her. We shall protect her. Raven shook her head. You don't understand. If he pulls me in again, I might not come back. Beastboy stepped in front of her, voice tight, and I'm going with him. Raven's eyes widened. Garfield. No, he said firmly. I'm not letting you face him alone. Robin nodded. Beastboy right. He's the only one who's been able to reach you when Arceus takes hold. Cyber added, your neutral pattern sync, whatever that means, it's working. Raven looked down her hands. It's dangerous. Beastboy smiled softly. So am I. She almost laughed, almost, but the fear in her chest was too heavy. Robin stepped forward. We move at dawn. Raven, you'll lead us to the anchors. Beastboy stays with you at all times. Raven swallowed. If he tries to pull me in again, Beastboy answered before anyone else could. Then I'll pull you back. Her breath trembled. She believed him. She hated that she believed him. Because it meant she had something to lose. Robin turned away. Get some rest, all of you. Cyborg and Starfire followed, but Beastboy stayed. Raven didn't look at him. You shouldn't be here. He stepped closer. I'm exactly where I should be. She closed her eyes. Garfield, I'm scared. He touched her hand gently, carefully. I know. Her voice cracked. What if I can't fight him? Then I'll fight for you. She opened her eyes. Violet stopped vulnerable. Why? She whispered. He didn't hesitate. Because you're worth fighting for. Her breath caught. Her tower was flickered, not from Arceus' stand, but from the storm gathering outside. Raven looked toward the wind. Tomorrow, she whispered, everything changes. Beastboy nodded, then we faced it together. And somewhere deep inside Raven's mind, Arceus whispered, I'm waiting. Raven shivered. Beastboy didn't let go. Chapter 24. First anchor. Yeah. The Titan struck at dawn to destroy the first psychic anchor. Arceus retaliated, and his target is Raven this time. Dawn broke over Jump City and muted the shades of gray. The sky felt heavy, like it knew what was coming. Raven stood on the rooftop of Titan's tower, still flaring in the cold morning wind. She stared at the horizon, eyes distant, sensing the faint pulse of the first anchor point, like heartbeat beneath the city. Beastboy stepped beside her, pulling his hood tighter against the wind. You ready? No, she whispered, but I'm going anyway. He nodded, I'm going with you. She didn't argue. She didn't have the strength to. I'm so sorry. Robin, Cyborg, and Starfire joined them moments later, geared up and focused. Robin pointed toward the city. The first anchor is in the industrial district, a warehouse near the docks. Raven will need to break the psychic barrier. The rest of us will handle whatever Arceus throws at us. Cyborg checked the scanners. Energy levels are spiking. He knows what's coming. Starfire's eyes glowed. And we shall be swift. Raven swallowed hard. He'll try to stop me. Beastboy stepped closer, then he'll have to go for me. She looked at him, really looked. There's something in her chest tightened. Garfield, don't get hurt because of me. He smiled softly. Too late. Before she could respond, Raven gave the signal. Titans, move out. The warehouse loomed like a dead giant, rusted metal and broken windows reflecting the pale morning light. A faint red glow pulsed from inside, slow, rhythmic, unnatural. Raven shivered. That's it. Cyber scanned the building. Barrier strong. Stronger than I expected. Robin nodded. Raven, you're up. Raven stepped forward, raising her hands. Her eyes glowed violet as she reached for the barrier and instantly recoiled. A shockwave of red energy blasted outward, knocking her back. Raven, Beast Boy caught her before she hit the ground. She gasped up, clutching her head. He's here. The air ripped, a voice echoed through the warehouse walls. Welcome, Raven. Beast Boy's grip tightened. Show yourself. The red glow intensified, swirling, twisting until Arcus's materiality broke down, floating effortlessly, cloak billowing like smoke. His eyes locked onto Raven. He came. Raven forced herself to stand. I'm here to stop you. Arcus tilted his head. You can't stop it, you won't then. Beast Boy stepped in front of her. Back off. Arcus's gaze shifted on and his smile sharpened. Ah, the anchor. Beast Boy blinked. The what now? Raven's voice called. Garfield. He doesn't mean something anchors. Arcus spread his arms. You are her anchor. The world seems to freeze. Beast Boy stared at Raven. Right? Show her. Arcus's voice dripped with satisfaction. Your emotions tether her. Your presence stabilizes her. Without you, she falls. Beast Boy's skull punched. Good. Then I'm not going anywhere. Arcus smiled again. Then I'll remove you. He raised a hand. A blast of red energy shot forward toward Beast Boy. Raven screamed, no! She threw up a shield, but the blast shattered it instantly, sending her flying backward. Beast Boy shifted into a gorilla, bracing himself, but the energy hit him like a freight train, slamming him in a stack of metal crates. Why? Raven scrambled toward him, panic rippling through her chest. He groaned, trying to push himself up. I'm okay. He wasn't. Arcus descended slowly, eyes glowing brighter. You cannot protect him. You cannot protect anyone. Robin charged with his staff. Sapphire fired Starburst. Yeah, Starburst. Starburst unleashed a sonic cannon. Arcus flinched his wrist. All three titans were thrown back like rag dolls. Raven's heart screamed, stop, this is between you and me. Arcus turned to her. Everything is between you and me. He raised both hands. They ground beneath Beast Boy's back. Raven felt it before she saw it. The second pole, sharp and violent, aimed directly at him. Garfield screamed, move. You tried. You couldn't. Arcus's voice echoed through the air. Break the anchor, break the girl. Raven's eyes blazed white. Don't touch him. She unleashed a blast of pure psychic force, the strongest she ever summoned, slamming him into Arcus and sending him crashing through the warehouse wall. The shockwaves shattered windows for blocks. Beast Boy collapsed to his knees, gasping for breath. Raven dropped beside him, grabbing his face with trembling hands. Garfield, look at me. He blinked gaze. Right, I'm okay. She shook her head, tears in her eyes. No, you're not. He was trying to take you. He managed a weak smile because he knows I'm not going anywhere. She pulled him into her arms, not caring herself, not caring about anything except that he was alive. But behind them, Arcus rose from the rumble, eyes burning with fear. You cannot win. Raven stood slowly, placing herself between Arcus and Beast Boy. Her voice was steady, cold, deadly. I don't need to win, she said. I just need to stop you. Arcus' smile returned, slow and cool. It come finally. He vanished in a burst of red light. The warehouse fell silent. Raven collapsed to her knees, shaking. Beast Boy crawled through her, wrapping his arms around her. Ray, he whispered, I'm here. She buried her face in his shoulder, and for the first time since she began, she cried. Chapter 25. The weight of almost losing you. And then I gotta do part 8.